Let's come to this now. A showdown is looming between the Education Department and Teachers Union, SATU. The union plans to challenge a decision for pupils to rewrite a matric exam paper. Well, that's two of them. And it says there's not enough evidence that the paper spread to the majority of pupils. It has been a tough year for most matriculants. So schools were closed for months, with many left with little to no access to remote learning. Now, eNCA reporters are standing by around the country. We have Tshegohaco Moagi, who is in Tshwane, who is in Durban, and my colleague as well, Ronald Masinda, who is in Cape Town. Colleagues, good morning to you, and thank you so much for this update. But Tshegohaco, let me just start with you from where you are in Tshwane, and just give us an update on how particularly the province, as well as that city in particular, is doing.
Well, to me, I mean, the news that came on Friday was quite a shocker for a lot of the matriculants. A lot of them were quite shocked. And of course, as you've mentioned now, SATU also deciding that they will be going to court to actually challenge this particular decision taken by the Department of Basic Education. But to give us details about their way forward and what they are planning to do, I am joined by Mathanzima Mweli. He is the DG for the Department of Basic Education. DG, thank you so much for your time. So let us just start off with this. Really has been a difficult year for the department. It has been a difficult year for matriculants as well. And now there's this court, the court proceedings that may now take place. How are you guys going to move forward from this, and what is the plan?
Well, it has been a difficult year, but I must say that I've been extremely impressed by the class of 2020. And our view is that they might surprise many of us. I've had the opportunity to travel to 8 out of 9 provinces, visiting more than 200 centers, meeting with the grade 12 of 2020. I went there to motivate them. I instead came back motivated. I met them on Saturday, Sunday camps, and they said to me, "When are we writing exams? We can't wait to start writing exams." And our analysis shows that this class, coming from the lower grades, seem to have done better than the previous classes. So I'm sentimentally attached to them because I've mingled with them probably more than the other previous classes, but I'm also confident that they can pull it through and make us proud. But it has been a very difficult year. The decision on Friday, well, it might have been a surprise to some, but people have been writing to us ever since the news about the leaks came out to say what's going to happen to maths, what's going to happen to physical science, what's going to happen to business studies. In a way, you could say that some of them were expecting that an announcement will be made at one point or the other. But we also understand that it's a natural reaction. You have written the paper. Now you have to go and write it for the second time. And what we'd like to encourage the class of 2020 to do is to take this as a second chance. As one stakeholder said on Saturday when we met with them, that he's motivated his learners, he's a school principal, to turn this lemon into lemonade. And to me is the message that I want to put across to the class of 2020. I'm confident that we've got teachers who are more than capable, parents who've been supporting this class, and the general public will continue to support this class. And our view is that they should do well. We are putting a very strong psychosocial support. We are working with NGOs that are going to help us to really get them to settle. But I'm confident that we'll pull it through.
Did you just very briefly for me, do you think that the exam, the matric pass rate will be the same as last year? I mean, it was amazing last year. Do you think we'll also be at that same rate with this one?
Well, one would say there are various factors that can militate against that. We've lost 3 to 4 months of teaching. But as I said, I was impressed by this class. When I thought that they will be panicking, they won't be ready to write and so on, when I talked to them, they said, "When are we writing? We can't wait to start writing." And the analysis shows that from the lower grades, they have indeed been doing well. You know, there are many things that a crisis can do to human beings. One of them is to perform beyond their wildest imagination. but there could also be factors that are impeding against performance that would be the same as last year or even be better than last year. Anything can happen.
All right, thank you so much, DG. Mathanzima Mweli, he's of course the DG here at the Department of Basic Education.